Greetings and welcome back to Idle Kingdom Defense. And there has been an update to the game with some new stuff in it. Yesterday we received an internal mail message in the game describing what was going to be in the update and that it was going to be arriving in the next 2 days. And of course, for me at least, it's here right now. So why don't we start with what was in that mail message and then move on to actually see the new stuff. 1.118 Update notice. New supporter Marion joins the kingdom. Her skills strike enemies in a vertical range and freeze or knock them into the air. In addition, mythic tier hero gear that goes beyond the legendary tier will be released to the kingdom. It will be updated in about 1 or 2 days. And of course, it only took them 1 day, at least for me. And of course, I've already claimed my rubies. Okay, so I guess the easiest thing for us to see would be the new tier. So let's go over to the blacksmith here and legendary, and we have mythic down here. So previously, the best item we had over here for legendary was 125% if we had the full radiant set. So that's 125%. Basically, they've been going up 5%. Since there's 5 more, I'm willing to bet the best one over here is going to be 150%. So, I mean, that is something for us. And the fact that they've added a mythic tier after the legendary tier makes me wonder if something like that will be available for our heroes sometime in the future. I know I'm actually a lot closer to that for the heroes. The best armor I actually have is in terms of a full set is right here. 4-star rare, and I only have 1 suit of it. I put it on Christian. And of course, the other new thing that we have is we have a new support hero. And let's go take a look. This time it is actually an S-class. As you can tell from what we haven't seen for a while, the darkened image. So why don't we just go over there for a moment. Okay, so this is Marion. We can't really see her for the moment. She looks like she has a bow, doesn't she? You know, I was kind of looking at the skills, and it basically seems to be an upgraded version of Evan. That's what I'm getting from this. You can kind of see from the little picture what her icon's going to look like. All right, let's go through the skills here. Glacial Strike 1. Creates ice thorns in the selected area to deal 350 damage. Basically, it's just 350 damage in an area. Very much like Evan, right? All right, this one here, Repulsion Glacial Strike, has a 40% chance to knock an enemy into the air for 1 second. Okay, so that's a little different. Basically, you can freeze, and you can also knock into the air. Now, freezing isn't really freezing in this game. It's basically a slowing effect, as we will see right here. Fury of the North 1, this is part of Glacial Strike as well, has a 40% chance to freeze the enemy. Speed of frozen enemies will be decreased by 15% for 4 seconds. Now, Evan obviously has a more advanced version of that. We're going to pop over to him and do a contrast and compare. One of the differences is that his right here is actually an increase of his own critical strike, as opposed to the knock in the air thing. So, I mean, if you're going to increase his critical strike, and he's also going to attack in an area, that's probably more effective. I don't really know. It really depends in terms of this. How often is the knock in the air going to happen? I mean, it says a 40% chance. I don't know. Do you want them dead or do you want them floating in the air? I don't know. Let's just move on. Okay, Frost Enhanced 1. Speed of enemies frozen will be decreased another 12%. All right, so 15% from the other one and 12% from this one. And this is just the level 1 skills here. So basically, we're going to be mostly just freezing them and slowing them and such. All right, and Ice Arrow, this basically extends the effect for 2 seconds. So like I said, I do believe this is a more advanced version, or just say a new version of Evan. The problem, of course, is that Evan is a legendary too, and I don't have the other one. And as we've seen, it can be very difficult to get the soul shards for the S-class heroes. So is Evan in any danger? Not really. No, he isn't. Let's look at his skills again here, because he's got a couple of 5s and he's got some 4s here, right? Right, this one has 1,000% damage of attack. She was 350 because it was the level 1 version. And remember, I don't even have her yet. So, yeah, I mean, he's in no danger. As I mentioned, this skill for him actually increases his critical damage by a lot. So, I mean, do you want them dead? I want them dead, just saying. Okay, so this one, Frost Arrow, has an 80% chance to freeze the enemy. Speed of frozen enemy will be decreased by 25%. So obviously that's the same skill. It's just that he's got the 4th version of it as opposed to the 1st version of it. So in the end, it'll be better. But the thing is, you have to actually get her up to Legendary 2 there in order to compare it with Evans. So like I said, he's not in any danger at the moment. And then we have this one here, Extreme Cold. Speed of, okay, this basically just increases that same skill again. In other words, these skills for this one here and the one before it are pretty much identical. This one is also identical. It's just he's got a higher version of it. This one is different because she knocks into the air, possibly, and what he does is critical damage. And the last one increases the duration, probably absolutely identical. So I'm thinking, with one exception, it's the same skills. The difference is, of course, if you look down at the number of soul shards, I could probably max him out. Mind you, it would cost me a lot of ascension stones. But I mean, I don't even have her. And it's going to be a very long time before I'm going to be able to rank her up, before I can even put her in. So the thing is that I do hope I can get her because I'm going to be doing some summoning. That would be great. But I mean, look how many I have that I can't use because, yeah, Vincent. I can't even use Vincent yet, really. I would need to get him up higher before I could actually really put him in for somebody because he would be replacing Blake. And Blake, even though he's an A, yeah, he's pretty far advanced. So the thing is, I just don't see that unless I could rank him up again because I need the skill upgrades for him, you know? I might actually have to rank him up twice to get a better version of this. Otherwise, I just don't see that happening. I can experiment if we do rank him up again. It's just that I'd kind of have to pull him for that to happen. So, yeah, I mean, the thing about it is Marion, I mean, she might end up being really good in the end, but we're going to have to get very lucky. I mean, we're going to have to be lucky even to get her today. So maybe there's a little extra thing in there to make it easier to get in the beginning. I have no idea. Eventually, she probably is going to take over that spot. Maybe she can take over for somebody else. I don't know. That's a good question. It's just that, yeah, I mean, the thing is, I would have to get very lucky to get a lot of her soul shards to rank her up. I mean, just getting her isn't enough because then she'll only be able to go up to like, I think 700 level or something like that. Something like that. Because everybody else is beyond that. As a matter of fact, I actually did have to do some leveling here. So we're going to be talking about that. Yes. Actually, we're going to be talking about that right now. So the update has a new hero, a support S-class hero, and of course a new tier of gear. Now, for some people, they might be working on that immediately. There are people who've been playing this game a lot longer than me, are much more advanced. So it could very well be that they have a ton of stacked up legendary items here, and they're just automatically turning them into mythic. So they're getting an immediate effect of this. Me, like I mentioned, 4-star rare. That's it for me. That's all I have. And I only have one suit of it at the moment. And I need weapons in order to get another suit or two going. Okay, so where are we then? Because we are going to be doing some rolling here, and hopefully we'll get our new hero, but we do have to continue to advance in the game, right? Now, the last time we got together, we did some upgrading of our heroes. Here's the thing. I also did some other things. One thing that I did is, because I didn't say I wasn't going to touch them, right? Is that for Harold, I actually gave him some runes here. You can notice that I got him some ruins. He's all the way up here. I actually didn't have any more of those. So I gave him what I had. I upgraded enough to be able to advance. So he's actually stronger than he was. And as I mentioned, there he is. He has some 4-star rare armor. Everybody else has 3-star. He has 4-star rare armor because, of course, he's amazing. And I want to buff him whenever I possibly can. Other than that, I didn't upgrade the archers at that point. We're going to hold off on that. Anyway, I just said, okay, let's let them go and see how far they can go. We left off at 4691. They made it to 4718. So, yeah, not very far. So that's when I said, okay, it's time for some upgrading. As you saw, I kicked them from 1400 to 1600. I gave them all 200 levels. I went over with a couple by mistake. You know, you hold it down and oops, I did too many. But basically, everybody has at least an extra 200 levels. I also upgraded the castle. I took it from 10,000 to 11,000. It was kind of pricey, actually. And the engraving level, I gave them an extra 10. I also upgraded the archers. I actually do have another upgrade waiting, basically because I just got it. I haven't used it yet because I don't have it yet. I got some 3-star stuff, but you'll notice I still have the 2-star on because it's better. Like, for instance, see this stuff? Yeah, I got this. I even leveled it up. It's just, but the one they have is actually better. And let's not even get into the chess piece here. So I'm just hoping something better comes along. And as I mentioned, I have this waiting, a new bow, which hopefully will not be a C. I'm just going to grab it now anyway. All right, the arrow coming up, just a 3-star? I think they nerfed that because that really should be a little bit higher now because I already had that one. Right, I already got that one in a mission. So I think they did nerf that a bit. So hopefully it won't be too far behind. But anyway, with that, I went from 4718 to 1900, which is where we are right now. And that's the reason that I was able to get that. So right there, we're at 4900. As a matter of fact, let's just take a quick look at it. And I have a really good idea that they're not going to win. Because even though it is kind of close, I did try it a bunch of times, and they kept losing. Oh! Yeah, they're going to lose that. You know what? I'm going to have to restart that one because I forgot to turn the auto on. I had the speed up on, but I did restart it. So let's just do that again because I didn't have the auto on. So it's not really fair if they don't have the full attack the whole time, right? And you can see I only have 17 minutes of speed up left. I wasn't actually planning on doing the video today because I thought the update would be tomorrow. But since they dropped the update, I figured, I'll just do it today. Why not? So I did have to let it run for quite a long time. It's the same thing. They just basically can't kill them in time. It does get close, which is the reason I let it run a bunch of times. Actually, that's a little closer this time. But I don't think... Actually, they may... Nope, they didn't. Notice how close it was. So I'm willing to bet if I do this, as long as I don't get a... as long as I don't get something bad, because I have actually upgraded the bow there, so I'm hoping for something like really good. Yeah, there's no way that that's going to be as good as the S I have. So, I mean, there's no way, there's no reason to even try it. Because there's no way, I could never make it as good as a plus 8S. Just not going to happen. So, yeah, this is kind of garbage at this point. So, I'm just going to wait until I get something better. So, what we're going to do is, we're going to do some hero summoning. We're going to see if we can get some upgrades going. Get through that way. And hopefully, get our new follower hero. At least get them, right? And get the process going. So I have like 9,500 hero seals. Like I said, I was kind of planning on doing this tomorrow. But you know what? I do have a bunch of rubies, so we can do that too. So let's get going and hope we can get lucky here. We'll keep our eyes open for our new friend. Okay, we got some Sophia, and of course that's Daniel. All right. Okay, no, Diago, go away. All right. It's too bad you can't suppress that. Okay, some more Sophia over there. Yeah, just give me the cells, make it flash, and don't give me the little animation. Because I don't want to see an animation of a 2-star, any 2-star at this point. You know what I mean? That'd be a nice setting to give us. Just hide everything that isn't 3 and above. Alright. Get out of here, Brian. All right, and no 4 stars. Because that's what I'm looking for right now. So I'm looking for 4 stars. Okay, I did see that we had some Julian up there. Yeah, we're not getting a lot of 4 stars yet. No, Mason. No, just no. Okay, that's a good one right there. Anthony, I'll take that. We might be able to rank him up. Because I think we had some cells of him. And we didn't do that the last time. So there's a good chance we can crank him up. Evan says, I want to stay. You're never going to be able to rank her up in order to replace me. So just max me out. He wants to be the first mythic. Not that that exists now. Yeah, I have a lot of cells for Raven. I mean, I could easily get her to legendary. I mean, I have a phenomenal number of cells for her. So I'm wondering if I was to just completely rank her up, would she be better than some of the warriors that I actually have? You know, one of the S's or something like that. Because, like, I mean, really, we're going to have to take a look afterwards, and I'll show you what I mean. Oh, we got some more Christian. Good. Yeah, we're not getting very lucky here. Okay, well, you know, Ryan got lucky, but unfortunately he's not there anymore. The only A we have is Blake, I believe, now. Nothing. Nope. All right, no. Go away, Diago. And Sophia. Yeah, if there's one that I don't want, it's Sophia, really. Just don't want Sophia. And nothing. And I'm running out here. I'd like to at least get some cells of our new friend. Okay, not our old friend. As soon as I mention the new friend, Evan goes, I'm here. Remember me? She's never going to replace me. All right. She may have my skills, but I have legendary status. Wow, I'm just getting terrible luck here. Not much at all. Terrible luck. Wow. I mean, can I at least get some cells of her? Of course, I'm not getting many 4-star cells at all, except, of course, for Anthony. Anthony might be our only upgrade at this point. Should I crank up Blake then? But the thing is that Vincent is fairly close, so maybe I should... Oh, I did see... Did I see Harold? Yes, I did see Harold. Hold on a minute. Yeah, I saw some cells for Harold there. He's nowhere near rank up. I do know that. Okay, Raven. All right, just terrible luck here so far. Terrible luck. I mean, if I could just pull some cells for her. I think we saw some... yeah, we got some Adrian up here. And we do have some more Julian. All right, so... Yeah, we're running out of hero cells. Oh, that one was a little better. That one was all right. Because we have some... Oh, we got Lucas, Camilla, Sophia, Harold, and then... Where was the other one? And Vincent down here, too. So, yeah, can we get more like that? Yeah, less of that, though. Much more less of that. Yeah, much more. Good English. It's betterer English. Okay, so we're definitely running out of hero cells. I saw somebody there. No, I was wrong. I thought Xavier had 4 stars. I'm sure he thinks he has 4 stars. Okay, I only got 2 of these left. But then again, I do have... Okay, we got some more Harold. I don't know, maybe we can rank up Harold? I doubt it. Unless we pull him. No, none there. All right, so we're done with those. So let's spend some gems, because why not? Okay, we got some Adrian down here. Eventually she'll be able to go in. Okay, I saw some Christian down there. All right, so I got some Christian. I got some Sophia. You know, I might actually have the most cells for Sophia than anyone else. It's just that she's not useful. Okay, nothing there. All right, we'll take it to under 30,000 up there, whatever that is. That was terrible. It's nothing but 2 and 1 stars there. I really wish I could suppress this. All right, because it does get a little irritating and it slows things down, you know? And I really don't want to see them at this point. I mean, just show us the shiny thing, you know, to let us know, oh, we pulled him. But I don't care because he's a 2-star. And we did have some more Sophia over there. Okay, that one was a little bit better. Okay, because I have some Roderick and I have some Camilla over here. And then we have some Daniel down here. All right, so it's scattering around, so maybe we might be able to get some Sophia over here. Okay, last one. And so far, we don't have one single soul shard of our new friend. Not one. And we still don't. All right, so I'm gonna call it there because otherwise it'll just go on forever. We just don't really have any luck today. All right, let's see what we have here. Okay, so Daniel, okay, of course, Anthony, definitely Anthony. Oh, and Roderick can go up too. Okay, so we definitely do have some stuff here. All right, so somebody is finally over here. We're going to get an increase on his boost here. All warriors move speed increased by 120% for 6 seconds. Okay, so let's see where that goes. Okay, it's 180%. I would like to have seen a little bit more time on that one. I think increasing the speed a little bit isn't as important as increasing the amount of time it's going there. But then again, he does have better stats now, which is a good thing. All right, so he went up in level. All right, let's talk about Anthony here. He is going to be getting an increase in his own dodge. Is that something really he needs to do, though? Does he need the dodge? I mean, he's got a big old hammer there, you know? Mjolnir. It looks like Mjolnir. And, okay, so he is up there. And then we have Roderick. All right, and he is going to be increasing his critical damage, which is a far better thing than dodging. Yes, better critical damage. More damage is good damage. All right, just out of curiosity. Yeah, I think I could rank her up one more time to 2-star. So I guess she'd be tied with Anthony and Roderick in terms of that. All right, now remember what I mentioned about Raven. Look how many soul shards I have for her. 2,600. Now, Aisha, yeah, she's up there too. As a matter of fact, we probably have the most for Aisha. I shouldn't say that because we've also leveled up Xavier and Evan, haven't we? So a lot of theirs is actually gone. If you look at it, it's probably Evan who had the most because he is a legendary too and he has 1,600 left, isn't he? All right, well, you know what? We have what we have. So let's see whether or not what we have can actually get through here. And yeah, I mean, where is it? Yeah, we didn't get one cell. Not one. Not one at all. Ugh, terrible luck. I mean, even if we did pull her, it would be a long time before we could do anything with it, right? But the thing is, you would at least like to have her. Okay, so why don't we just jump in here and see whether or not we can do something about this. Then we'll see maybe if we can take that keep that we had problems with. It is a process after all, right? But then again, we have to beat this first. If we don't beat this... And I still have that ace up my sleeve of upgrading Luke and Tristan. Maybe we can eventually get them up to legendary. Maybe we could do that in the next episode. Get them up to legendary and see what kind of a boost we get from that. It's going to be close again. It's going to be... They're going to lose. Actually, that was worse. That was worse than the last one. Wow. Okay, so randomness was not with us that time. Okay, Christian did very well. Evan came in second. Camilla. You know, I'm going to run that again because, I mean, that was the worst one yet. And we did do upgrades there. Maybe it didn't matter because we didn't do anybody up on the tower. I mean, that was terrible. You know, I would consider, I mean, I could probably kick them up twice or something like that. Let's just try it again. Because, I mean, that was worse than the first one we did. I mean, there were only a couple left, but we just couldn't do it. That time, there was a lot left. I mean, but it is true. The upgrades we did were to the warriors on the battlefield, so we really didn't do anything to our support. Okay, he's dead. Can they... Okay, they got some slowing down here, so a couple of them are not on the wall. But a lot of them are on the wall. Yeah, I mean, that's worse. Okay, what happened there? I don't understand. What is going on down here? Okay, Daniel's on the bottom, and Anthony, he didn't have any gain at all. Am I just wasting my time spending resources on these warriors down here? Ugh. I hate leaving without being able to do anything. So why don't we... 2 increases will boost the amount of time that their skill goes on for. So I'm just going to do that. All right, there's 1. That's going to make him a little bit personally more deadly. And this one is going to increase the time of his buff. Mind you, I think it's 1 second, but he will be doing more damage. All right, let's just go over to Tristan. We're going to do the same thing. I mean, am I going to have to legendary them today? I was saving that for a rainy day, but it does seem to be raining outside now, doesn't it? Because I don't want to leave on a losing side here, right? Okay, so their buffs will last a little longer. And if you notice, if you watch the castle, the buffs do last a long time. Watch when they execute, right? And it's on, then it's off, and then it's back on again. It's like 2 seconds that they're not doing that. So maybe they just have to be more powerful, which means I would need to boost them 1 more time. Okay, I'm thinking it looks a little better this time. Maybe it's just me, or maybe it's just randomness, but I think they got it this time. Yeah, I mean, that was weird. I mean, that was night and day. Okay, well, let's just take a quick look at what happened over here. Okay, guess who's in 3 and guess who's in 4? They're doing a lot of damage there, aren't they? I mean, even if you take Luke, who is a 1-star, and crank him all the way up to just short of legendary, he shows all those 4-star S-class guys how it's done. Except, of course, for Christian at the top there. So, I don't know, maybe if we can just legendary some of our S-tier, our A-tier, I should say, maybe that would be better than the S guys. Because, yeah, these clowns down here don't seem to be helping very much. Just saying. Just saying. Oh, well. You know, I don't know how far they're going to get this time. I guess we can find out. But I have a feeling that we're going to be kicking those 2 guys up legendary in the next episode. Anyway, thank you very much for your attention. I really appreciate it. And play games, because games are fun. See ya.